Hello YouTube, we are back with another redstone tutorial, and in today's video we are looking at the creation that I did a time lapse on a couple days ago, and this is basically just a tutorial video on it. Now if you didn't see it and you would like to see the time lapse, then I will be providing a link in the description below, so definitely check that out if you do want to see it. But as you can see, it works pretty well and is quite awesome. And that's basically the wiring right there. But yeah, so let's just hop on with the tutorial. And we are back, and I've just got started off with a simple little layout right here. Now this is going to be your input right there, so definitely if you do want to have it right there, then just like make sure you've got your input there. But then what you want to do is basically we're going to have or put in the layout pistons now, and you want to have a sticky piston right there with a block in front, so it kind of looks like that, and then 2 blocks out just like that we're going to have a double piston extender with a block in front right there as well. Now 2 blocks out to here, so just like that, you want to have 2 sticky pistons side by side just like that, with a sticky piston in front as well as a block in front of the other one. So just like that, and that is basically the layout done. And just so we don't forget later on, we're going to have a dropper hopper falling edge monostable right here. So let's just, I'm just going to put that in right now. You guys can probably put it in whenever you like, but it's just going to be easier if you do it right now. So then basically to start the wiring off, you want to have a sticky piston behind the input block, so just like that, with a cauldron on top that's full of water like that, and you want to get a comparator taking the signal out of the cauldron right there with a block up and then into a torch right there, and I'm just going to do it again so it will be retracted. And then in front of the block right there, you want to have a piece of dust going into a block with a torch on the top of that as well. Now above that, you want to have a torch as well as a block as well, or lots of it as well. So then basically you want to have your torch there, and here you want to have a repeater going, that's on 1 tick, going into a block with a piece of dust on top, and then that's going to be going into a block there with a comparator taking the signal out of the falling edge monostable that we put in earlier. Now you can have any old item in the dropper as well, but make sure you put an item in there, because otherwise it will not work. But yeah, so if we just put a repeater right here, so have a repeater on 2 ticks going into that block right there, or that piston right there, and then have a block there, and then a block there, and another one right there. You want to have a piece of dust there, and also dust right there, and then have a block up right there, and that is going to bud this sticky piston right there. And to update that, we are basically just going to have a half slab right there, then have a block there with a piece of dust, and then have a repeater going into a block right there. And basically just to fix that, we're just going to break that block and then place it right there. And then you should be done. Now this has to be on 2 ticks, so make sure that's on 2 ticks. And we are also going to have a block up right there with a torch right there, and have a block there with a repeater on 1 tick going into that piston right there. Now if you have done it all correctly, now we haven't actually done it all correctly. We want to have a block there with another block there with a repeater on 2 ticks like that. Now that should work. So if I just flick it, as you can see, it will retract, and it will open now. So that is really cool. So then basically we're just going to have a wall right there, and then have like some more wall over there. And that is basically it. So as you can see, it will retract, and be nice and stuff. And you can continue your staircase like up like however much you want, and you can even have the floor being like one block below it, and then have like a sticky piston facing up like right here-ish or something, just so like the staircase is going to be that much bigger or that much longer. But yeah, that is basically it. I hope you guys did enjoy that tutorial. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and peace.